Right, camera guy. What do you think about the fishes?
They're looking nice, boy. They're looking nice.
All right. Well, I was thinking you would like to carry a few of them.
We're going to carry them fishes, boy.
Well, you could put it in your pocket.
My pocket, boy. We're going to do it. It's to eat or spit.
All right. Well, you asked a very interesting question. And I'm thinking, cook the bigger ones and the smaller ones, keep them as pet. And by the time they grow up to full size, well, you and the family already decided if you want a curry, stew, or bake.
No. If there is to eat, I gotta eat all because there's a big guy
Uh-huh.
and I need enough fish to eat.
All right. Okay, fishes, don't get frightened. Only relax. All not going. Some will stay back with me. Camera guy.
Yeah.
Some people seeing this video for the first time might think, look, he was going good talking about motorbikes, but where he reached now? Sometimes on our journey, people come into our lives for one, a reason, two, a season, or three, a lifetime. I am thinking, could this be for our personal character and development building? Example, seeing the good deeds people do publicly, privately, or someone battling addiction and giving it up. Side note, persons silently seeking help, there are numbers to be reached. Right, there is a little miniature motorbike and a key on top of the coffee table there. Right. This is just an illustration. Viewers, use your mind's eye. Think of an actual motorbike. By itself, it cannot move safely because I see a motorbike as half complete. We the riders make up the other half that equals a complete circuit or unit. What I'm trying to say is, to some degree, as riders, we are supposed to always be mentally alert and physically fit. Stay hydrated. This aids in returning home unbroken. I now say special thanks to Airbrush Painting Ras from Debe, Iceman, Ansar, who was instrumental in putting together a couple stunt DVDs for me in the past. I now go to Billy from Barakpur. And Billy, there is a person close by to you that once said, "Fish, you must not take yourself too darn serious." And may God continue blessing this person. One, the paragliding guy, Rolly and Sally. Bees Hi-Fi, you have a voice for radio. I'm just saying, bees. And now Lakan, thanks to you, my friend, for looking out for me in the past. This includes recording my riding, praying for the geezers and myself. Persons wishing to learn riding a motorbike can message me for a contact number. Camera guy,
Yeah.
don't be sad because your name is here. You're doing a fantastic job. Okay, excuse me, camera guy.
Yes.
Tell me, in your life experience, and opinion, what would you like to say to the school age generation, probably in the final year of high school, college, or university, and will be coming out to be part of the working class?
First thing I would like to say, don't be afraid to ask questions. And don't be afraid to ask questions in a way that you can get a proper answer. Because in life, sometimes you think you might be able to figure out things on your own. And you might want to ask for help. Nothing wrong with asking for help, because it's better to learn the correct way than make a mistake. Because when you make a mistake and you learn from your mistake, sometimes that is costly.
Right.
The other thing, stay away from reoccurring debt. You see, like credit cards, yes, that is very great. You're allowed to buy things online. You might see things online you want to buy, but even though you get them now, you have to pay for them later. And sometimes when you take all these things, you blow it out in a week, and you might be spending 5 years to pay it back.
Okay.
So don't fall into that trap. Stay away, or make sure you have enough sense on how to use these credit cards so you don't put yourself in problems.
Okay, that's it. Wonderful, wonderful advice for the young people now entering adulthood. Right, so I could continue now, camera guy?
Sure.
Right. Excellent, you did excellent. And I would like to say now, the stroke of a pen is more powerful than the bullet of a gun. Sometimes less is more. I have a few friends, 3 school guys and their family from Monroe Road, who supply these props that you will see in a while, that are going to do a little illustration on the roadway, but on paper. So I want to say thanks to the families. I also made some new friends up in church. And camera guy, if I could just take a minute or two
Sure.
from our little production here. I met a young man after church service a couple nights ago, and I was amazed. In conversation outside, around the adults right in the cafeteria, and
Yes.
other teenagers, and this young man telling me about backstory of this church, how it started, a smaller structure or building, and then with the development and changes and so on. And he used a word, this is the history, alright? He got my attention using these words in his vocabulary. And then he used a word perhaps. And other things he's sharing with me, that it is amazing. And the moral in this little story, camera guy, is I think everybody has a message.
Yes.
Everyone have a message. So I must only feel only an adult could give me a positive. The younger ones that growing up, and everybody have a voice, and everyone is important in Trinidad and Tobago, the Caribbean, and by extension the world at large. So I commend this young man, and others could see him as a role model. So I wanted to say that there, and at this time I want to go to a little diagram. I just want to go to a little diagram here about. Right. Right, camera guy, there's something that has been happening a lot on the road since I riding. It's happening more and more. Right? Let me just put this motorbike here. Well, anyhow, we have a little stand for this, the guys are helping me build up a stand. Look at that. You seeing it there?
Nice.
Right. At this point, I just want to say to the viewers, this is a disclaimer. The camera guy talked just now, we are not financial experts. What he mentioned on the credit card is just his opinion. It is not factual. And I am not no safety officer or no police or no licensing officer. What I am about to say or explain is in my opinion and experience from riding motorbike. So let's say this is a 3-lane highway. 1, 2, 3. Most times, we the motorbike guy, they call this splitting the lanes. They call this splitting lanes. Right? I happen to know that. So let's say I'm coming out here and I want to come in the middle lane here. As I'm coming here, I'm supposed to use the peripheral or the outer edge of my eyes to see if a car or this red car not coming in the middle lane, or if a motorbike coming here to come in here. So that's one. And let's say now this is a 2-lane highway, most common in Trinidad. I'm splitting the lanes, I'm coming here. But keep in mind, this on the side is the shoulder. And I want to make a news flash. Attention viewers,
in most countries, sometimes drivers use the shoulder. So I am coming here to come to the left-hand lane because I've come into a filter that I want to take a ramp to go to another location. And while I'm coming here without looking from the center, there could be a vehicle speeding coming up here to try to come in. Again, I need to use the peripheral of my eyes. So for motorbike guys, this is something that is prevalent. More vehicles using the shoulder coming up. Or again, if we're in the scenario here, just to recap of the 3 lanes, and I'm coming here from the fastest to the middle speed lane, and I want to come to here because I would probably want to come to this lane to go to the turn off ramp, right? I have to use the peripheral of my eyes again because this red car could probably want to come in here to overtake a slower vehicle in front, who knows? So that's what I wanted to say.
And at this point, would you like to close us off, camera guy?
Sure. And in life, we are not designed to be alone. So all of us will want some kind of friend or to have some kind of bond. And we have to make sure we know quality is more important than quantity. Similar when you're finding someone, a wife or a significant other. Yes, you want somebody looking good and financially stable, but you have to make sure the personality is of gold. And that is a few things I want to share.
But camera guy,
Yeah.
you're a married man, you complete your family, and I'm a bachelor, but you're throwing that for me or something?
Nah,
But it's
true,
good
that's
advice,
all.
but could we edit out this if there's anything?
Yeah, we could chop it out.
Because I'm feeling, well, let me try to be mature. Maybe you're not singling myself out and you're probably talking to the general viewers.
Yeah.
But, hey, anyhow, well, so we about to close.
Yeah.
Well, again, thanks for being here for making this possible. We got wonderful weather, climate, breeze, everything. The fishers was cooperative. And may God continue guiding each and everyone that is viewing this right now. And may each of us have a better day tomorrow. Amen.
Amen.